Dear friends, welcome to the Wednesday Word on Wednesday the 19th of July. The first thing to say is that Claire Dyson's funeral is going to be on Tuesday the 1st of August at 11 o'clock at the Minster, followed by a reception at St Matthew's, and then after that a private burial. Everybody is most welcome to come to the funeral to give thanks for Claire's life and her ministry and to support Alex and the rest of the family. The next thing I want to talk about is our church finances. Over the last couple of Sundays, Russell Hoysh, our treasurer, has given us an update on the church's finances, and in case you missed it, this is what he said. Some of us are old enough to remember the American airline Trans World Airlines, known as TWA, but here TWA stands for Thanks, Wisdom and Action. Thanks. Over the last 12 months, we've seen a wonderful growth in our church across all three of our services, and particularly amongst our children, youth group and families. A few weeks ago, we baptised 10 people, and a couple of weeks before, 11 young people and adults were confirmed. I've never served in a church where so many people have come to faith and wanted to profess that publicly. The other area of considerable growth has been Alpha and Youth Alpha, Saturday Kitchen Alpha, Farsi Alpha and After Alpha groups, all on a Thursday evening. Again, I've never been in a church with such a wave of people wanting to explore faith and begin discipleship. There's also much to give thanks for in our finances. For instance, in 2021, we had a bequest of over £40,000, which was exactly the amount that we needed to replace the boilers at St Matthew's. God knew our boilers needed replacing and ensured that we have the funds to do the work. Then in 2022, we prayed and asked the church family for additional funds to cover the huge increase in the cost of gas and electricity. As a result, we saw an increase in our giving of £40,000 again, which covered our heating costs, which had doubled to £27,000, and unexpected building maintenance costs of £12,000. Again, God knew exactly what we needed and provided for us. So that's thanks. Secondly, wisdom. Despite the increase in giving during the last few years, our underlying costs are still outstripping our income. This is like our monthly personal living costs for rent or mortgage, clothes, food, gas and electricity being more than our monthly income. Over the last few years, our shortfall has been in 2021, £16,000, in 2022, £24,000. In 2023, we expect it to be £37,000, and in 2024, we expect it to be £21,000. Now, those figures only include our regular running costs. They don't include capital spending or major repairs to the church fabric, replacement of office equipment or musical instruments, all of which will be needed in the near future. So how should we respond? Again, we need wisdom. Paul tells the Corinthian Christians, on the first day of the week, each one of you should set aside a sum of money in keeping with your income. So each of us should consider giving regularly to the church in proportion to our income. If we haven't started doing that, could we think about doing so? If we're already giving regularly, could we increase our giving? We need God's wisdom as we consider that. In the same chapter, Paul says, the grace of the Lord Jesus be with you. In other words, whatever our circumstances, and for some of us, times are very tough at the moment, not least financially, the Lord Jesus has his arms of love wide open to us. And some of us need to respond simply by coming to him for his love and comfort and help, and not feel guilty that we can't give any more financially. So finally, action. The Giving tab on our website suggests a number of ways in which we can act. Start or increase regular giving, ideally via the parish giving scheme, giving a one-off gift, perhaps volunteering for ministry in the church. And if things get tough, run into Jesus's open arms. So let's all of us go and do what we think God has put into our hearts. God bless you today.